6 months after meeting Urakan, the Torna brothers reached the age of 10 and departed from Storm Castle. Jin and the maid bid them farewell. Meanwhile, as Jin celebrated his birthday, the maid, Jilly, called out his name and extended birthday wishes. Jin, pleased to mark the occasion, thanked Jilly and requested her to distribute cake to everyone, to which she readily agreed, addressing him as a young master. While they conversed, Knight Khan intervened, calling out to Jin. Approaching them, Khan bowed his head and apologized for the sudden interruption. Confused, Jin inquired about the situation, prompting Khan to explain that his older sister, Mistress Luna, had come to visit him. Runcandel's inaugural flag-bearer and a 9-star knight, Luna Runcandel, stood as the eldest among 13 siblings, earning the moniker of the White Whale. Despite her unrivaled strength within the Runcandel clan, Luna harbored no ambition to lead, opting to abstain from the tumultuous struggle known as the Succession War. She was truly a solitary figure, distant from her siblings, particularly Jin. Their relationship could hardly be characterized as familial, they were more akin to strangers. Yet, without warning, Luna chose to visit Storm Castle, leaving Jin to wonder if some significant family event had occurred or if she had discovered his clandestine visits to the secret library. As they approached each other, Jin cautiously uttered Luna's name. Observing Jin's growth, Luna responded warmly, teasing him about his attire and dismissing the need for prior notice to visit her younger brother. However, upon noticing Jin's uneasy demeanor, Luna expressed concern, prompting Jin to assure her that he was not unwell, but rather feeling nervous. Surprised by his admission, Luna gently questioned the reason behind his nervousness. Jin, meeting his sister's gaze, confessed that it was his first time being in such close proximity to her, causing him to feel on edge for reasons he couldn't quite articulate. As Luna withdrew her hands from Jin's shoulders, she pondered her actions, reflecting on the intricate Runcandel tradition of siblings maintaining mutual accountability, often entailing subtle maneuvers and occasional betrayal. Internally, she questioned whether Jin interpreted her presence as an attempt to exert control over him. Breaking from her reverie, Luna tightened her fists, acknowledging to Jin her momentary lapse in consideration, momentarily overlooking his Runcandel heritage. With a gesture of contrition, Luna bowed and knelt before Jin, gently grasping his hands, and requested a private conversation, proposing they excuse the nanny and guardian knights for a while. Jin, surprised, wondered to himself, "Does my sister wish to speak with me in private?" With a soft smile, he affirmed and mused that despite being unaware of the motive behind his sister's actions, it didn't seem to signal any trouble. Moments later, inside a secluded room, Luna called out to Jin, explaining that her sudden visit stemmed from an urgent matter she needed to discuss with him. Sitting opposite his sister, Jin inquired about the reason behind her visit. Luna revealed that during their father, the patriarch's last visit to Jin, his behavior had drawn the attention of their siblings. As she gently held Jin's hands, Luna emphasized that this scrutiny meant Jin would be under constant surveillance once he left Storm Castle. With a worried expression, Luna expressed her sincere hope that Jin wouldn't sacrifice his own happiness in the midst of the Runcandel family's turbulent succession struggle. She fervently wished for Jin's well-being, fearing the toll the family's internal strife might take on him. Listening to his sister's words, Jin contemplated silently. He wondered if Luna's decision to relinquish the pursuit of matriarchal status was driven solely by this concern. If she wished to shield him from the sibling rivalry, why had she never warned him in his previous life? Was it because he wasn't deemed worthy of such caution, or because his siblings didn't view him as a threat at all? Gently holding Luna's hand, Jin expressed his gratitude for her concern, but firmly stated his determination not to sit on the sidelines of the conflict. Luna, visibly concerned, reiterated the seriousness of her warning, emphasizing that she wasn't speaking out of fear that Jin would compete against her. Jin assured her that he understood and recounted the assassination attempt he had already endured, cementing his resolve to confront the challenge head-on. Upon hearing Jin's resolute response, Luna's demeanor shifted, her expression turning fierce. With a powerful aura emanating from her, she demanded to know who dared to attempt such an act within Storm Castle, the force of her anger causing the cups on the table to shatter. Holding Jin's hands tightly, Luna pressed him to reveal which sibling had attempted to kill him. Jin hesitated, explaining that he couldn't disclose the information as he hadn't yet uncovered the identity of the assailant. However, he expressed relief that despite the attempt on his life, he was unharmed, asking Luna to see that he was alright and grateful for realizing that not all his siblings harbored animosity toward him. Luna, still visibly concerned, embraced Jin tightly, remarking on his involvement in the family's tumultuous struggle, a fact that saddened her deeply. Jin, reciprocating the embrace, marveled at this tender side of his sister, urging her not to despair. Luna, feeling reassured, gently patted Jin's head, reminding him that today should be a day of celebration, free from such troubling thoughts. Rising to her feet, Luna recalled the true purpose of her visit, to present Jin with his birthday gift. Retrieving a pendant, she asked Jin to turn away, then carefully fastened it around his neck. Explaining its significance, Luna revealed that if Jin ever found himself in a situation too challenging to handle, he could break the blue gem on the pendant, and she would come to his aid, no matter where he was. She emphasized the importance of Jin keeping the pendant with him at all times. Moments later, the maid arrived with a slice of cake, and Luna, holding a piece, fed it to Jin, with Jilly watching joyfully. After a while, Luna bid farewell, and the siblings exchanged their goodbyes before parting ways. Returning to the library where Murakan awaited, Jin caught his friend's attention, the pendant gleaming around his neck. Murakan, intrigued, inquired about the pendant, prompting Jin to reveal that it was a birthday gift. Seated on the floor, Murakan remarked that whoever had given Jin such a precious gift must truly care for him. Curious, Jin asked Murakan about the pendant's significance. Murakan explained that the pendant was an artifact of the Demon King Orgel, coveted by countless individuals just a millennium ago. He elaborated that it granted the wearer resistance to attacks of 5 stars and below, while also enhancing their magical abilities. Murakan speculated that it might even possess summoning capabilities. Jin, impressed, praised Murakan's knowledge on the matter, to which Murakan confidently responded that he had lived during the same period as the pendant's origin. Shifting the conversation, Murakan asked Jin if the pendant came from the same person whose strong energy had visited Storm Castle recently, as Jin offered him a box of cake. Jin confirmed that it was indeed his eldest sister who had paid him a visit. Realizing the implications, Jin queried how Murakan sensed her energy from such a distance. Murakan nonchalantly explained that it was obvious, suggesting that his sister likely sensed Murakan's magic energy as well, much to Jin's surprise. Concerned, Jin asked Murakan if his sister might inform the family about their meetings. Murakan reassured him, reasoning that someone who had gifted Jin such a valuable item wouldn't betray their youngest brother and leave him to his fate. With Jin's anxiety quelled, Murakan affirmed his trust in Jin's sister. Outside the imposing walls of Storm Castle, Luna stood tall, her massive sword at her side. Sensing a new and powerful energy in the air, she pondered the possibility of Jin, her younger brother, preparing for something significant. Deciding to feign ignorance, she resolved to observe silently. As she departed from the castle grounds, Luna sent a silent message to Jin, urging him to remember that, regardless of his actions or his fate, she would always stand by his side.